Yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all already know the count, man. We back again, man. And we about to react to a video, man, that was highly, anticipated. And, a lot of people really wanted this video to get reacted to, man. But this is the guy, the YouTuber Tommy G right here, man. He's actually going inside a Georgia's jail. And it's supposed to be one of the most dangerous jails in the country, man. So, a guy like Tommy G, he like to take risks, man. And he's going inside a place that's supposed to be the most dangerous place in the country, man. So let's check it out and see what he talk about, y'all.
The Clayton County Jail, stopped at the gas station. Where'd you just get out of?
Clayton County, I just got out 2 days ago.
What are the conditions in there right now?
Conditions are horrible. I'm talking about 16 rooms, supposed to have 2 people. So what, that's 32. Instead, you got about 45 to 55. There's 3 people to a cell.
Okay, what about weapons and danger?
It's a lot of weapons in there.
Jesus Christ.
The cells don't work. The doors don't work. They don't close. They don't lock.
So what should I do?
Don't go. That's all I can say.
But I just don't want to get stabbed.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, being in a jail or a prison, man, don't even matter, man. Like, if you somewhere where it's their cells and the doors don't lock, like people can break out and do stuff like that. Me personally, I never been part of nothing like that. But I can imagine if it was like that in Virginia, man, it'll be a free for all, man. Like, everybody that has an enemy will be able to get at his enemy whenever they wanted to, man. Like, I know you got to definitely be on point with the doors broken open all day. Man, I hope dude ain't telling the truth about this, man. But that Georgia system is out of control, man. So I believe him.
That's a 50-50 chance. I can't guarantee you're going to leave out of there with the same body.
What do people do all day?
Talk shit, try to fight, antagonize people through the windows, gangbang, smoke weed. Good luck.
All right.
Wow.
I wasn't that scared. Now I'm a little scared, I could say. What's going on in here?
Clayton County Jail. Terradome.
Good to meet you, Tommy.
And for real, like, I ain't mad at Tommy G for doing this though, man. Like, sometimes, somebody like him that's never ever gonna go to jail or prison. You know what I mean? Like, never say never, but somebody like him probably never ever go to jail or prison. So like, he probably really wanted to see what it's like in there. You know what I mean? Some people are really intrigued about that type of world, because when you go inside that place, you see that place behind that black guy, that's a whole nother world, man. When you walk in those gates, man, I don't care where you go at, any prison, when you go in there, it's a whole nother world, man. Let's continue.
Good to meet you, Captain. This is the team.
All right. Right.
Okay, can you tell me what we're looking at here?
So those are the jail cells actually themselves. So it's where all the inmates are housed.
Is there any sunlight that gets in?
Through those windows, yes.
Classification game.
How you doing?
It's T3, T3.
Nice. All right.
So
Say some of your stuff too.
yeah, so the sheriff. So you had the sheriff.
And even though Tommy G, like this is definitely something that they're not gonna really put him in danger too crazy, but like, it's not a lot of places that's safe in a jail or a prison. It's not a lot of safe zones. Like, can you say protective custody is safe? You got maniacs over there that just can't be along with the other maniacs. Like, it's really nowhere safe to really put him, man. So like, I'm interested to see where he gonna go. But at the end of the day, like, you see right now, they about to let him know, like, listen, this is not a game. Make sure you be on point. Keep your head on the swivel.
He's number 2.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to remember. So that's Chief Green.
Would you recommend staying overnight in the murder unit?
Would I recommend it?
Like, would I be safe?
Yes, I believe you would be. Because we have locked doors in the murder unit.
I heard the locked doors don't work.
Well, some doors work, some doors don't, from the inmates that have destroyed the doors or messed up the doors. But most of the doors, 90% of the doors in here work.
And y'all hear that, man? That man is basically admitting that the doors are not working. That's not a safe environment, man. It's not, man. That's why I tell y'all, it ain't only need to even go to this place, because the doors don't even work in certain prisons, man, certain jails, man. So how are you gonna be safe, man? Like, y'all think you do a crime, you get locked up, it's peachy. No, it gets worse. It gets worse when you get locked up. You have to go inside a place like this, man. Let's continue, man.
Metal objects. So we just gonna go down there and see what's going on.
Does this happen on a daily basis,
Yes.
weekly basis?
Yes. My name is Shakur Strickland. I'm a sergeant for the Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been here for 3 years. I've been a sergeant for 2 years.
How do you describe your job?
I feel like I had one of the hardest positions, but I can handle it,
And what made you decide to do this job?
My whole
Not an easy job.
enforcement, so I felt like that's something I always wanted to do. People always see me growing up and said I was gonna be always in jail or.
And for real, y'all, real fast, it's always like inside of these jails or these prisons or whatever, like it's always generations of families. You always gonna see somebody that his daddy worked there, his son worked there, the nephew, the cousin, my granddaddy. You might see something like that. Like all people do is put family members on to these jobs. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a dangerous job, but it's a job with pensions, man. Like it's a job, you got pensions and you got benefits. So like a lot of people that's coming from these little towns, they're gonna sign up for this type of job because like I say, you got a pension, you got benefits. That's what a lot of people look for, man. People got kids, you might get a retirement plan, you might get all of that, man, when it comes to working in a jail or a prison, man. So even though it's a dangerous job, it has its perks too.
Chose to change my life.
We are about to enter the Stabbers unit, where every inmate housed here has stabbed someone during their stay at Clayton County Jail.
Wow.
This is arguably the most dangerous dorm in the entire facility.
Get on the wall.
I wanted to give a male officer tonight. I didn't want to give it to a female officer. I gave it up immediately. The only reason I acted in an outraged manner is because this man just acted in an aggressive manner with spray. It felt like this man had a gun. I'm a real officer. This man said, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. All I hear is like maniacs. I ain't gonna lie, man, but hopefully they can, they can get in this jail and learn from their experience, man. Hopefully they don't have a lot of time to do. But it's not a good look when you start seeing, this is what you see, but it's not a good look when you come in and see stuff like this. Because when you come in and see, you're going to see people with tattoos on their face. And majority of the time, the ones with the tattoos on their face are the ones that's even more crazier. So like, you know what I'm telling y'all, man? Like, that's why I'm showing y'all this. The Act 2 video. And I want to show y'all how dangerous it is, man. Georgia is one of those places that maybe a lot of people that watch my channel don't really know how it is in Georgia, man. It's dangerous in those jails and the prisons, man. So stay out the way. I'm telling y'all.
Yourselves, they nothing in there. Nothing in there. We gonna do right now.
You may be wondering why the walls are black in this cell. That's because many of the inmates here make fires in their cells so they can cook, smoke, or melt things down to make into shanks. And over time, the smoke stains the walls pitch black.
We can settle all this and get David Freeman out of jail. I've been here 4.5 years, and I beat my original case. I'm only here for stabbing.
Don't you have another case coming up next week?
I got trial.
Next week.
Hopefully they let you go. 4.5 years.
Like Clayton County, many jails around the country have started to feel more
4.5 years?
Because as you've heard, some inmates spend years here before.
Let me explain something to y'all. Like, for real, I did 2 years and change in my jail. Like, it depends what your case is. It depends what's going on. Like high profile cases, dudes that got unalive cases. Like sometimes those cases take years. They take 2 years at least to fight. You know what I mean? You got a robbery, you definitely a year or so, you can get on. But them guys that got those unalive cases, it takes a minute fighting those cases, man. And I think they really get paid for housing people in these jails. So like, I don't really think they be in a rush no more to send these people to the DOC, especially where I'm from in Virginia. Like, I think that they want to really hold you in them jails now, man. But man said he was in the jail 4.5 years, man.
The issue is that they have too many cases, and there's no way to keep up with as many cases as there are.
Everyone here, from the inmates to the guards, is well aware of the understaffing problem, but fixing it isn't as simple as it sounds. The county board considers the jail fully staffed at 123 guards, which Sheriff Allen has. The reality, though, is that the jail needs at least 100 more officers to run safely, and the county board even paid a consulting firm nearly $375,000 to confirm that, and still, they have refused to fund extra positions, leaving Sheriff Allen's hands tied as the violence and chaos continues.
Clayton County Commissioners approved a budget that would let go of nearly 40 correctional officers. It's a move county.
And look, and that's crazy right there, because like when it comes to like you talking about having enough money to pay people that work in these facilities, man, like why isn't enough money? Like, y'all make the money, the state makes the money, the country makes the money. How is there not enough money to get money that's being made from them to be able to pay the people that needs to be paid to house maniacs? How are you not going to have a proper staff inside of a place called jail or prison? It don't make sense to me, but it happens all around the country. Even when I was in there, they ran out of staff. They was running out of staff, don't got workers. We got to be locked down. They got to feed us in the building. That's all because they don't have no staff. The reason why they don't have no staff, because a lot of people be feeling like they don't get paid enough to be in that place, man, going through all of that stuff, and they ain't really making no money to do it. So when they come together and like try to like see if they can get more, man, like The people don't never be on their side, man. It don't make sense to me because I feel like these people right here that work these jobs, they supposed to be making good money, man. This is a dangerous job, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man, this is a dangerous job.
The line appears to be this. Sheriff Allen genuinely wants to make this place better, but without the budget to hire guards that make the jail safer or the option to build additional capacity to better segregate the prisoners and address the overcrowding, how could anyone make real progress? And to me, it seems like a question of human rights versus fiscal responsibility. And the problem is, due to his position, Sheriff Allen will likely take the blame for issues he doesn't have the resources to fix. Let me know in the comments what you make of this situation.
We in five.
Police got shiesties on.
And what's that known for?
Straight stabbing.
This is the stabbing unit?
This is a stabbing or a violent unit. The only reason the police put us in here because they're saying we're problematic with other inmates and we tend to cause harm to other inmates, allegedly.
Okay. So, but their stabbers are mixed in with protective custody.
Yes.
What?
Yes,
That's what you said?
Y'all hear that? They got the people that's locked up in those other blocks for stabbings mixed in with protective custody. So how are you in protective custody if they just throwing random maniacs in there that'll push the knife? You're not protected in there, man. That's the whole point. You're not protected if you go to jail or prison. You're not protected. The police gonna tell you, though, you're good. Gonna make sure. It's about so much the police can do, man. I'm telling you, man, like to be able to mix those in with protective custody is crazy, man.
With a theft by receiving, bro. This jail freestyle gang. This Clay County don't give a f about you.
So why are you with traffic citations sitting in the same room as somebody that's stabbed somebody?
That's a good question.
These charges would come through the jails and flow through the courts in a timely manner. So you would not have such a backlog or an issue. So you could have someone who comes in for a murder, you have someone who comes in for something simple as a shoplifting, and they could be in two separate parts of the jail. And as their case flows through the court, it's done, it's proficient, and it's no issue. But when you have a backlog of cases, now you have an overcrowded jail, and you have to be able to properly classify people and also properly separate them from the different classifications. And right now, we have just outgrown the ability and the space of this jail.
My name is Alexis Sanchez.
We all know the answer to that, man. Like it's a lot of crime going on, man. Like Georgia is one of them high crime states. Trust and believe, man. Every state is high crime, but Georgia is one of the top ones, man, down south. And you know, it's Georgia's a big place. They got a lot of counties and they got a lot of towns and a lot of cities, and it's like, you know, it's a lot of crime. So like they house as much as they can, man. You got people breaking the law and going to jail every day. Every day, man, they running out of space. They running out of where to put people, man. They running out of how they gonna even get people in court at a timely fashion. The best bet is just don't get locked up, man. Unless you want to go through all of this, man, because you can have a freaking parking ticket and go to jail for it and mess around and get locked up with some maniacs with unalive cases. And you could be unalive from being around them, man. So your best bet is to just walk straight, man. That's all I'm telling y'all.
Grass, or we might stab you or kill you or do something worse to you.
Can you give me a tour? Those are the showers over there?
Yeah, hell yeah, we give you a tour. Hey.
Look at the shower game.
All right, so look, we ain't got no shower doors. We ain't got no shower door right here, right?
You guys just have to shower out in the open like this?
Yes. Yeah, we got to shower like that. But if females in the pool, they're gonna say indecent exposure, which is why we ask for light showers and intake.
So do you guys have to like one guy like us to protect the shower while the other guy showers, or what?
Nah, we just go on the other side of the neighborhood. Hey, but look, back to what I'm saying. These motherfuckers right here, they're like 3 machetes. See what I'm saying?
How do you make a machete?
See what I'm saying? So you just kick this motherfucker off, we gonna come on. See what I'm saying? I can kick them off, have about 5 knives.
Look, facts though, man. It's a fact that people in prison or jail, it don't matter. They're gonna find where they're gonna find a place where they're gonna be able to get something to make weapons out of. And the stairs, I never looked at the stairs because our stairs look like that. All stairs in prison kind of look the same slightly, but I never thought of the stairs being something that you can probably make something out of, man. But because I never thought you can break that stuff, but bro said on fire gang, he can break it, man. Just keep it going.
How long does it take to make a knife?
It depends on what kind of knife you're trying to make. If I was to bust somebody, I would want to bust them with a flat piece because it's harder to stitch up. A rod, they only leave marks like I got hit with a rod. Gang, stabbing is a normality in here. Like, it is very common for you to pull up on inmates, show me your stab wounds. They'll come out in the jumpsuit, I'll show you. Like,
Wow, that's
This is what they gave us.
What goes through your mind knowing
that joint right there, y'all. That's piece of the stair game. That's crazy right there, man. But you see, people gonna be protected, man. People ain't trying to do nothing but get a piece of sharp metal and tie a sheet around it, man. We turn into maniac savages, man, when we in there. I'm telling you, man, dudes turn into maniac savages, man, because you have to live like this. You have to go pick something up like this, and you have to go stick somebody, man, just to protect yourself. Nowadays, when you come into these crazy jails and prisons, man, don't waste your life by going into this stuff, man, because you might not make it back out. If y'all think I'm joking, then see for yourself and keep getting in trouble, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
10 guys has a shank walking around? Like, what goes through your mind?
Man, you just gotta be careful. Don't look at nobody the wrong way, and just keep it pushing, man. You just stick to yourself, and if somebody comes, you just be ready.
This is more dangerous units? Yes, this right now, this is more dangerous. Okay. Listen, this is on file. Gang, there is nobody in this jail that has been charged with more stabbing than me. I promise you. I have 3 folders. The normal inmate has like a folder this day. I have like 3 folders. How old are you? I'm 25. I've been here since I was 20. I was originally booked for a murder and armed robbery. I went to trial of March of 2024. I was acquitted of every charge that ever brought me to this jail. The only charge that I'm still facing right now are stabbing. If I would have never caught a charge in jail, I would have went home last March.
I don't know how other states carry it, right? But in Virginia, like, see, that's the difference. Maybe because Georgia is going through so much stuff of being overcrowded. Like, we're overcrowded, but maybe not like how Georgia is and like how we are in Virginia. But in Virginia, if you stab somebody, like I haven't really heard of nobody getting stabbed in our jails. Like, I heard it happened in that regional jail. We had a regional jail. I think it happened there. But if you stab somebody in prison and you get caught, like you going into the upper room. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You going to the upper room for the assault, and you going to the upper room for the weapon. So it's you going to the mountains and see Georgia don't have nothing like the mountains to scare the crap out of these dudes like we got in Virginia. See, the mountains scare dudes in Virginia. I mean, dudes still go there at the end of the day. Like, it still be like situations, and there's a lot of people on the mountains. But at the end of the day, it's there. That's there waiting for you if you stab somebody. Like in Georgia, I think if you stab somebody, you just get like a year. Or some months, somebody told me, man. Don't quote me on it. Somebody know in the chat, let me know.
24 months ago. This jail is made to trap you to get here. They put you in a messed up environment, and when you defend yourself, they're gonna charge you. And once you get charged, it's hard to get out of this.
You want to show me what we ought to see their cell?
Oh, we got to see inside out jail.
Is that okay to bring us to the cell?
We can't even see out our window. We can't see out our window. This
How many people live in here?
3. We sleep on the floor, gang.
We've been living in this motherfucker 10 feet away from my toilet for the last 3-4 years, gang.
You've been in here for 3 or 4 years?
Not
this is an image that should scare a lot of you young dudes, man. Because this is where you're gonna live. You look at it, a little bit of light coming through that window up there. You got nothing to put. They're not even using the beds. Dudes sleeping on the floor with the roaches and rats and next to the toilet where people be peeing at all day and doodling in that all day. That's what one of them sleeping at. It was a mattress down there, man. Like this is a place that I'm telling you, man, that I will never go back to again. That's why I be on y'all the way I be on y'all, man, because if you see this right here, it don't matter what state you in. This is how it is. This is how you're going to be living, man. You live like a savage. That's how you have to live. It's no other way. You're going to cook food on dirty things. You're going to eat with dirty utensils, probably. You're going to be having to do all type of stuff. You're going to have to get weapons to hurt people. No, it's like you turn into a freaking maniac savage when you go in there, man. It's like, I don't want that for y'all, man. But you should look at this image right here and see these young dudes. Young boy say he been in there 4 years. That's all he know is jail. He went in at 20, 25. So when he get out, what do he know? He don't know nothing but the gang. That's all he been doing in there was just being with the gang. Sad, man. Sad, man.
I sleep out with my head by the toilet every night.
Did someone get their dreads ripped out?
Yeah, I cut my dreads off. This jail has an extreme problem with bugs, and I had to get rid of them.
So if I plan on sleeping here tomorrow, am I at risk of getting bed bugs?
I almost guarantee you're gonna get them.
Almost every dorm in this jail has a bed bug problem, and there's a fierce debate over who's responsible. Some say it's the jail's duty to provide a clean environment, and that failure to do so potentially violates the 8th Amendment, which protects inmates from cruel and unusual punishment. The fact is, the sheriff spends about $20,000 a month on pest control, and his team argues they're fighting an uphill battle against inmates who refuse to clean their cells, giving the bugs a perfect place to hide and multiply. And at this level of infestation, it's nearly impossible to fix without moving every inmate to a different facility than treating every wall, vent, mattress.
And look, He's right, man. Like, for real, like I say, it's 30 things happening in jail. You know, you can't keep yourself clean the best way you can in there. Like just take a shower every day, man. Keep your cell clean. Keep your cell floor clean. That toilet with the sink on it, keep that clean. Keep your walls clean, man. Like, just make sure everything's straight. That'll keep, like, the bugs and all the stuff like he talking about. But if you someone that's trifling, you got hair, you're not even washing your butt like that. You sleeping on that dirty mattress, the wall, that comfort, that you see that sheet, that's the cut I be saying we be having on our beds when we be on the phones. That cut, that blanket probably dirty, everything under the bed dirty, his flip-flops dirty. You don't think no bed bugs ain't gonna cut? The bed bugs coming. They coming. This is the best place to come. A dirty hotel, a dirty mattress, that's what bed bugs come at. Y'all know that, man. So prison is the best place for something to come. Fruit flies, all of that, man. You can see all of that in there, man. It's a nasty situation, man.
Or they can go to the yard. Yeah, especially when they do something like this, showing knives to us and stuff like that, they feel like.
Do they get in trouble?
Yes, we're going to do some disciplinary paperwork on them. They already died for security, so they like.
So what more trouble can they possibly get?
Nothing.
So they just keep adding time to their sentence if they get caught? Yes. How much time does someone get when they're caught with a shank?
14 additional days, 14 to 21 days.
Hold on, time out. That man said you get 14 days added onto your sentence if you get caught with a knife in Georgia, man. This is crazy right here, man. They're never going to be able to stop nothing that's going on in there. And in jail, you're never going to stop anything anyway. But in Virginia, if we had it that sweet, man, it'll be crazy in there, man. That's going to be crazy in there. We had the same law, man. Our law, you get caught with a shank, you go into the upper room. I don't even care if you tried to unalive somebody. You still go into the mountain game. You go into the mountain game, man. No telling for how long. You gonna get lost up there. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. Like, Georgia's, woo. Man, going to jail is basically like Candyland then, man. Like, basically, man. See, like, our job kind of like, and maybe a lot of other states, they gonna learn you in there, definitely. Like, you're gonna be like, man, you know, it ain't all fun, and you know, you do get money, you hurt people, you gonna suffer the consequences in our state. You know what I mean? Everybody don't get away with it, but in Georgia, that man said 14 days for each knife, man. That's crazy, man. Come on.
This crazy. Everyone who is charged with murder, they're brought back into this area.
And this is where I was considering sleeping.
Yeah.
Bad idea, huh?
You want to do it?
I don't know.
I would do it. If I had the time to do it, I would.
All right, so someone who started a fire. Holy shit, that doesn't even happen.
Go to the wall.
Window?
Burn the window.
Go to the right wall. Put your hands behind your back.
You see, burn the hole, the light. They don't need lighters. All they need is a positive and a negative wire connection. They can burn paper, stuffing up the vent.
And see, real talk, y'all. That thing next to the joints with the toilet paper, that circle thing right here, the circle thing right here, that's like the fire. That's like the fire alarm. Like, I mean, not really a fire alarm, the fire extinguisher. I mean, whatever you want to call it. But in our prisons, if you pull that, I think the water jump comes out. So dudes used to pull that when they wanted to flood or something like that, which is not going to be a good idea because black stuff come out first, and it's going to be crazy if you do it. This right here is with the vent. That's a vent behind all this toilet paper right here. That's a vent, and it has a bunch of holes in it. And dudes clog it up when they don't want nothing coming in. You know what I mean? Coming out, I mean. And you can do that because it's so cold sometimes. Like, we used to do it because it used to be cold on Lawrenceville, Sussex, and we used to do it sometimes to block the heat. So it depends, man. But as you can see, it still looks disgusting when it's done, man. Just made my skin crawl just looking at it, man. Brought back old memories, man.
Destroying the cell.
Cover the big game.
Brand new. As you can see, Contraband. He's a tactical boots.
My man got tactical boots in the cell.
The wick. The wire connection. Put the paper down, and it starts to fire.
John, he was burning. That's what you call a wick game. Like, for real, you need one of those lit if you somebody don't have a lighter. If you someone that got a lighter, you ain't got to go through that. Like, I used to be the guy that didn't have to go through that when I went to the hole. Every time I went to the hole, somebody would send me a lighter. Now, in population, you don't have to go through that, like having a wick. But I think he said it's some type of lockdown for block they in. But usually people would deal with wicks when they're in the hole because you just needed to keep it burning. You roll you up some toilet paper, real skinny. They look like a little snake, as skinny as possible, and you light the tip. You get someone to light the tip for you, and even if he send you a small one, you can add on to it and make it longer. And what you do is you be like, man, I want to be able to, hit a roll up or hit something later, hit the la later. So if you want to keep it for later, you got to add on to it and make it longer, stick it in the vent, that the holes in it I was showing y'all with the toilet paper, you put it in there. So that way it'll be hanging down, but the police won't be able to see it because it's just going to be burning into the vent. The vent going to be sucking the smoke in. So that's how dudes used to keep the wick, keep going, but you got to keep your eye on it because once they get close to the hole, if you don't pull it out, because you know what I mean, because it's extended, you don't pull it out to make it longer, it'll fall in the vent, then it's lost. But the wick game brought back old memories, y'all. My bad.
His complaints is going to be about onions on his tray. We already verified what's on his tray. What he's allergic to. He's not allergic to onions, so that's something he's about to complain about.
Did you tell him he was allergic to onions? All right, so I'm saying, so you gotta make the stuff make sense, man. I'll make sure that the nutritionist speaks to you again, and make sure you tell them everything at one time. All right.
You guys do a 23-in-1 schedule?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I don't have a problem with 23-in-1 because it gives me a lot of time to think about my actions and the shit that I've done wrong.
Jail's some real bullshit. They got shanked. He threatened to kill me earlier. Now we threatened. What kind of shit? You smoking ice?
That's crazy, man. Sometimes people be doing stuff just for the camera, man. But that man said, dude tried to shank him earlier. He said, we smoking ice. He I don't know what he doing right now, to be honest with you, man. He wilded out, though, man.
God
damn, player.
I throw shit. They call me shit them down. Push quick.
Those were his feces he just walked over?
So if you look at his door, 5108, you see the glass is missing because he takes and builds fires and puts it up against the glass and melts the glass out of it. So that he can then take and throw feces on officers.
He's a regular feces thrower?
Yes, on a very regular basis, daily, typically daily.
How would you rate this if your worst unit is a 10, what was this unit? 4. Jesus. Okay, so this is the murder unit.
This is the murder unit. So if you look, when we go in the door from the left to right, we start with murderers and then move around to aggravated assaults.
And keep in mind, every inmate here is innocent until proven guilty in court. But here are the facts. Out of the roughly 2,000 inmates housed in this jail, about 200 are charged with murder, and another 600 or so are here on attempted murder charges.
That's crazy, man. Y'all see that? That's the reality of how jail look. Like he was taking y'all through all them spots, all the pods they had. They don't really get wrecked like that. They ain't out like that. But nah, this is where you come at when you first come into jail. Unless you want to go in protective custody with them young boys, because that's where they at. If you want to go there, or you gonna go hear the population. Either way, you're going into hell. You're going into a place you don't want to go, man. Like some people be in there by accident, man. Some people put themselves in there, man. Even if you come from a good family homes, like sometimes people still make mistakes out there. It's about goddamn coming in there and never going back. That's what it's about, man. So, hopefully these young dudes can learn their lesson, man. Because, they look like they don't belong in there.
And a Clayton County correctional officer found herself on the other side of the law this afternoon after she was accused of trying to enter the jail with contraband.
This Clayton County correctional officer is in jail tonight, accused of trying to bring contraband inside.
Sheriff Levon Allen has arrested 2 of his own corrections officers for allegedly smuggling drugs into the jail.
If you check the news right now, they're going to say Miss Allen, she used to selling drugs, putting drugs. I was in that door. I was next door to them niggas while they was doing all that shit. But it's not like it's the sheriff's fault. The sheriff don't know.
What are a lot of these stabbings over?
People trying to get respect. Somebody probably did something to their person on the street. They called and now they stabbed them for basically bragging rights. They paying
them more time.
Yeah.
How much more time?
It all depends because now the judge, they can run it concurrent to what they initial charges is. You know, if they already here for murder, they gonna say, oh, you only here for murder and you got an ag assault. They ain't gonna really do nothing to it. So they feel like I can just stab you and then.
This is the confiscated shanks.
And for real, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, when I first heard about how the stabbings and all that was going on in the Georgia prison system, like, I always used to wonder kind of like, why does it happen so frequently? Because I'm letting y'all know now, Virginia is a dangerous place to do time as well. Like, they have people in there that are unalive you too. But at the end of the day, the stabbings always were kind of more like justified. Like, if it gotta come to knives, it's gonna be like a major thing. You had dudes in there that tote the hammers and tote the knives, and they're gonna put that work in, and we all knew stuff like that, man. But like Georgia, that's they system is more like how it is on the street, like how like we ain't doing no fighting. Like we got the sticks, you know what I mean? So it's like that in the prison. In the jail, it's like you getting stabbed up, you ain't getting no time for it. The man say if you assault somebody and stab somebody and you already got an unalive case, they can run that concurrent with your time, and basically you're not going to get nothing because you already in there for an unalive case. I was wondering why it was so dangerous in there, man, but that's why it's so dangerous. If they would do this in almost every state, man, it'd be chaos in the world. I'm letting y'all know now, man. Like this couldn't happen in every state. This couldn't happen to every state. I'm letting you know now this couldn't happen, man, because it'll be chaos. It'll be chaos in the system, man.
Which ones are the most dangerous, you think? Like the worst?
These. I think they're the most dangerous.
Whoa.
Right,
whoa.
So where are we about to go?
Imagine getting hit with that.
3.
Is that the mental health here?
Yeah.
Have we been?
Hey, look, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. This junk crazy, man. It's crazy, man. We got to be careful, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot more to this, man. We're going to be back again, man. I'm going to be back with part 2, man. Y'all be easy. Let's get it.